All right, welcome back to this very last leg of our show today. And being a Thursday, it is when we have man-to-man talk. Today we're discussing something very interesting. The silent pressure of being a provider. I know as a man, the general feeling is and the general expectation is that the main job is to provide. But does it come with pressure? And does that pressure lead you to silence? That is what we are discussing here this morning. And we're privileged to have for this conversation today, let me start with Matthew. Matthew K. Samuel is an Afrocentric diplomatic liaison officer. Karibu sana.
Asante sana.
A familiar face on this show.
Yes.
He can talk about relationships and other things. Today we're going to talk about a man.
Absolutely.
And of course, Pastor Rafi and Samuel from the NPN, the Legacy Church. Karibu sana, Pasi.
Thank you, sir.
It's good. It's always good to have you on this show.
Thank you, always a blessing.
Yes. So looking at you, you look like you are responsible dudes. So definitely you are providers at one point or another. What is the biggest challenge you face, Matthew, in providing? Or is it something you feel that this comes naturally, that when you wake up, you just know, yes, I have to provide?
Thank you so much. So to answer it direct is that nowadays it doesn't come direct. There are some things that trigger the process of provision. So talking largely, the society has triggered the process of provision, more so for the man. And on the standpoint of an Afrocentrist, I can say we are still coping, or we are still under this. It is a complete symptom of the colonial, hyper-colonial economic system that many men in Africa are under it. So it is being triggered with something that for you as a man, you need to do certain things in certain way. So if I, as Matthew, cannot do it in a certain way, in a certain systematic economical reforms way, they will say you are a deadbeat man, or you are ni mwanaume fake. So it's quite delusional because in many senses it is being triggered with another thing, more so in our modern society.
Okay. But are you saying it's no longer
it's
no longer expected.
It's no longer natural.
Automatic for that matter.
Of course, yeah. Absolutely.
Is it the same for you, Pasi? Do you feel that your main role is as provider, not just for your family, even for the church, even for your friends, that wherever you go, you just feel the expectation is that I'm going to provide?
That's just the way life is. And you know, the weight on the man, and especially the days that we are living in, that are so materialistic as well. And so, I mean, I think where we should start the conversation is by defining the provision that we are talking about. What exactly are we talking about? Are we talking about financial provision? Because provision is broad. There is a provision of stability, there is provision of love, presence, security, you know.
Emotional support.
Emotional support. But you see, this provision has been reduced to material. And so I think, and the way the economic status of the country is, the way life is right now, and especially in the city, that provision becomes like the sole responsibility. Yeah. It's like you wake up every day to chase the bag, so that you can try and...
Yeah. If you may weigh between financial provision and this other provision where probably it's emotional security, emotional stability, love and other things, security, leadership, because it's also provision.
Yeah.
Are you saying we are focusing on one?
Yes, we are focusing on one thing. And you know, we are, the way a human being is wired, we are wired to only recognize physical, tangible things. We do not value the intangibles. You know, for instance, no matter how good you are as a man, how present you are, whatever else you provide, if people cannot touch the thing that you're providing is not tangible,
Should be tangible.
material,
Yes.
then you will be dismissed. I look at church, and I have watched people come to church. Someone is totally confused, does not know they are coming, going, or gone. And you begin a journey with them, a journey of mentorship, a journey of providing counsel and wisdom, transformation of the mind. Like I've pastored a church for the last 5 years. This is the 5th year. But I've been in ministry before then in schools for like 16 years.
Yes.
Most of the people today, they just dismiss my contribution in their life because it was not material. It was not something they can touch. It was not capital I gave them, go and start that business.
Yes, yes.
But when you look at the person, the way they were reasoning, the way they were looking at life, it has totally been transformed by being in this particular space. And it's actually being in this space and this my kind of provision that is helping them to be able to get now the other physical and tangible things out there.
What does that make you feel when you know very well you've contributed in as far as providing certain aspects of someone's life and it's not appreciated or it's not even recognized? Does it affect how you continue providing for others in those ways?
I have to really keep praying for myself. It's one of the things that I have to keep praying for my heart about. You have seen so many people that have gone through your hands, invested so much. And, but just because it is not material, they don't value it. They don't see it. So, I mean, you live now expecting even those you are now investing in, they will still behave like the others. And so you have to really pray for your heart. Otherwise, you'll say, you know what? Just forget about it. Yes. Forget about this thing.
Yes. Because if we focus on financial provision, it favors a few. Probably those who've been lucky to get good money. But as a young man who's still trying to build yourself financially, probably you feel like you also provide for other people in different ways. Do you get that? And what do you feel, at what point in your life does that begin?
There's no specific stage where it has to begin. Because provision, just the way Pastor Sam has put it, provision is provision no matter the stage. Yeah. At any level where each and every individual is.
Hata kama ni fare umetuma, provision.
Hata kama ni fare umetuma, because without that one, the person could not do another thing. As long as you can trigger another thing to happen, mostly let me talk about the positive way. That is a certain kind of a provision. So when we talk about the level where it should be starting, I can say there's no static point. What we need to understand, and what many young people I can say they need to understand, is that no matter the level you are, whatever the responsibility you are handling currently, you need to understand that provision is provision, and responsibility will come no matter the stage that you are. Yeah, even if I engage with different kind of people, and you will find someone maybe they have parents that are already taking care of them, or they have everything. But remember, away from that, away from the family support and each and everything, you also have your life. So the provision and the decision that you're putting into your life can trigger another generation that is already coming. So that's kind of provision, and that's kind of investment that you're putting into another generation to come.
For purposes of this conversation, yes, we've talked about the broader definition of provision, and it goes beyond financial. But if we may just focus on the financial. For now, it would appear that the man, it is expected that you will provide from the word go. And that even in a dating scenario, if you are to meet somewhere, you are the one to send transport for the other person to come here.
Facilitate.
You facilitate transportation, you facilitate the cost of the whatever you're going to do. Maybe it's a date, if you're going to have lunch, if you're going to watch a movie, that it's you to do that. Do you think that has always been the case? or is this a new day kind of thing?
From where I am seated, I think I'm looking at it from different perspectives. First of all, this person that you're dating, where are they coming from? Because the background where we come from, it informs a lot on how we relate with the money and how we relate with finances today. So if someone is coming from poverty and scarcity, their relationship with money today is a hold back, don't spend what is yours. And so if you date such kind of a person, or you're in a relationship with that kind of a person, you have to facilitate and pay for their coming, you have to pay for their going, you have to pay for whatever you are eating, and all that. But then you find others, they come from a place where there was abundance, and the way they relate with the money and finances today is, money is a currency. Let's spend this, more will come, money is flowing.
They
like
share?
that. Yeah. So they don't mind. There are those who don't mind. And then
How many of those?
not very many,
This is
but
2026.
not very many, but there are some
do
really
exist.
good people, good women out there. Then the way they look at the relationship, the perspective of the relationship will determine whether you are the only one paying or something.
But isn't that the identity of the provider? That yes, you are coming here as a man, you are the provider, right? That yes, go ahead and provide. Isn't that the expectation?
But you see, if we say that, then relationship and dating will be, should stop being called relationship and dating. Should be called maybe poverty eradication program or something. Yeah?
I know very many people call theirs that. But do you feel the pressure, even without being asked? Even without being asked, that you've invited someone for a date. Do you feel the pressure to actually provide for their transportation, to facilitate their coming in and going back, to pay for all the bills? Do you feel it, even without being asked?
Yes, I feel it, and it is there because maybe later I'll disagree with Pastor here. At this stage, sometimes it's not all about maybe the background. Yes, I understand. Sometimes background can trigger the mindset of money and mindset of how someone spends and someone takes the whole aspect of finances. But sometimes it's not only one way that maybe a person from a poor background will feel like I need to hold. Yeah,
I was just saying it's one of the factors.
Yeah, it's one of the factors. But sometimes it's a two-way. I was trying to see the famous footballer, Cristiano Ronaldo, who is going to get married. And I was seeing the demand that the wife is putting before they get married. There's also a competition when even if they break up, and it's a lot of $billion. So I can say this: the pressure is there as a man. If you invite someone, yes, you know, just the way I have said. We are still under the symptoms of imported colonial hyper-economic system. Yeah? Earlier before, let me talk about earlier, even sasa mimi sitaki nikuwe mzee sana. I know you are older than me, but earlier before, if you see the whole aspect of dating, the whole aspect of even marriage, it was communal. Yeah, all community was coming in to make sure that everything is being aligned. But angalia sahi, even if we are planning for a lady and a man to get married, even pastor can assert for that, the larger percentage that is being contributed is from the man.
Yes.
Always. And if you don't, you know, it's the way I have said, it's natural. If you don't, you are saying there's no value that you are contributing even in the society.
Exactly, because I'm looking for where the pressure comes from. Where does this pressure to feel like you are the provider?
The pressure, okay. The pressure it's a psychological pressure. It is I can say, I don't want, I am avoiding to use the word natural. So the pressure, it is inherent.
It is inherent.
Yes.
So it is not anyone else putting this pressure.
No.
on
Yeah.
You, Pastor Rafian, as a young man, you felt like if I invite someone for a date or for coffee, I will pay for it.
Yes.
She has not demanded for it. She has not even asked for it. You just felt.
Yeah.
Yes. When you're going to marry, there's a need to show or to prove that if I marry this girl, I am able to provide.
Yeah.
Right.
Hence, you are the one paying dowry.
Dowry.
Yes.
Yeah.
So even while you're dating, it's the same pressure that I want to show you that if you stick with me, don't worry, I will
I can
provide
take care
for
of
you.
this.
So where is
I
the
can
pressure?
handle business.
Yes,
Like a man.
I can handle the business. So are we saying that the pressure is coming from within us? It is inherent in us that we as men are the ones pressuring ourselves to appear like providers.
Yeah, you know, we are products of our communities, eh? And we are Africans, and like they say, Africa is our business. the African tradition or the families that we are coming from, we have seen our fathers providing, and that is what we have been taught. That is your role, that is your responsibility in the family. So it is inherent in you. And sometimes even without someone putting the pressure on you, you are already putting pressure on yourself.
Yes.
But maybe there's a new crop of generation of men
Zero pressure.
that has zero pressure, zero sense of responsibility. There's also another generation that has come up that is living off other people, that feels no weight of any form of responsibility.
Without remorse or apology.
Yeah, they will live on you 100%. They'll, I mean...
Are they the lucky ones?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think maturity is just acceptance of some level of responsibility. And I can tell the ladies that, you know, before you met me, you were living. Before you met me, you were eating. Before you met me, you were moving from one point to another. So when we start dating, you shouldn't behave like you've been caged somewhere. I just came with the keys to lock you, you know, to get you out of the cage. Whatever you can be able to do, you should be able to do it.
Okay.
Yeah? Yeah.
But from that, the anecdote you've just given about this group of new generation guys who don't feel the pressure to provide for anyone. They just don't feel it. And the other one that
Even
are very...
for themselves.
Yes, and the other one that is eager now to eat off of someone else without remorse or apology.
Yeah.
It looks like we are already criticizing them. That is not how a man should be.
Yeah.
That a man should be the provider. Don't you think that even just from the men, you're giving pressure to other men to be the provider eternally, even if they don't feel like they should? Yeah. Do you feel that we are pressuring other people to provide, and when they do, when they don't do it, we call them out?
Fred is like you read my mind when Pasi was speaking, because this is where now the whole problem is coming. The enemy of a man is another man currently. If I get to the point where I cannot do some things, and then another man will come and show my girl that I can do three times more than that. So you get I'm losing. So I'll try to raise my bar to make sure that I get to the point where I cannot get there. So men are being pressurized by another man, and that's the influence that has been there. And sometimes it feels like they will always say the world is not fair, but you know, sometimes fair is just a word used by the weak who cannot defeat the strongest. So you need to make sure that you raise your bar to the level whereby, as a man, that's why the pastors and even our mentors always tells us, before you get into things about relationship or marriage, make sure that you yourself, financially, physically, in every aspect, you are very, very much well-grounded and well-rooted.
So calling people gold diggers is wrong. You have to be ready to provide.
Yeah, you have to be, because the world is changing, you know. Yeah, it's sometimes, you know, when it comes about the gold diggers and all these things, you attract whatever you are able to show.
Okay.
Like to radiate.
Okay. So if that is a standard, we agree that the pressure from within you is that you're going to provide.
Yeah.
That the pressure from other men is that if you don't provide, we will come and take over from you.
Absolutely.
Yes. So meaning you have to provide. We are all in agreement, we have to provide.
We have to.
So now comes the provision and the challenges that come with provision. Economic challenges. You don't have a job, or your job is not paying you very well. True. Or you're going through a tough period, you've just lost a job, or probably you've gone through a crisis and you're surviving. It is possible that you are not going to be 100% providing. Have you ever been in that position that yes, you want to provide, you know you have the ability to provide, but because of one reason or another, you are not able to provide at this point? And what kind of feeling goes through your mind at that, as a man?
Maybe just to go back before I answer that question, we need to agree that let's first remove everybody from the picture. And I stand alone as Pastor Rafian. I have the responsibility to take care of myself, to pay my house rent, to dress. I mean, I have the responsibility over myself, because that is where provision begins. Are you able to feed yourself? Are you able to clothe yourself? Are you able to shelter yourself? It begins from there before we bring anybody in. So there are different men. There are those who are just lazy and they want to live off on other people. They lack any sense of responsibility on their part.
Or even shame.
And the shame of it. I mean, and that's the first kind of a man. Then there is another man that wants to do it. But for one reason or another, they are going through a season in their life where they are not able to provide, or whatever they are earning is not enough to provide everything they would want to. So that is another category of a man. And then, of course, there is the other one that is well able to do exceedingly abundantly above what you can ask, think, or even imagine.
And even threatens.
Yes. So there are these three categories of men. Now, your question is on this middle man who has the will, is anajituma, anataka, anapambana, lakini haijajipa. You know, he's pushing himself, he wants to do it, he is responsible, but for one reason or another is not able. Now, such a person, and that is where now teamwork comes in. You get another person that you can work as a team with, ndio muweze kusurvive. Yeah? And there's a day I said on this show about, you know, while you are dating, when the clouds settle, when umevaa sweater goes away, umekula, ujifunike, make sure umepumzika. When all that is over, when the rubber meets the road, you must be able to sit down with the person you are dating or in a relationship with and seriously talk about money. Talk about the financial aspect of the relationship. What's your mind concerning money? There are those of you must provide everything. There are those ladies that are of if you come for me, you have to provide everything. And even if I'm coming for the date, you have to facilitate me coming from my house to the date and going back and whatever shall be taken. There are those also who are of you provide 70, I'll provide 30. There are those of we put on the table everything that we have and then we divide it based on the needs that we have as a family. So you choose your poison.
But now there's a man who believes he is the provider. But now he's unable to. The number two that Pastor Rafian described. He's unable to. And because life is not always on a straight path. There are ups and downs. And the man we're talking about he's in trouble right now. He's not able to provide. You say it's easy. Just call your helper and, and they provide. And they help you with it. Is it that easy, Matthew? Is it that easy just to go home and tell someone, by the way, today I've failed. I was to buy food. I didn't.
I have ever been there. And let me tell you, you will live in embarrassment and you'll be an example to the others. Don't be like... You will live
You'll be used as a bad example.
Yeah. You will live in total embarrassment and you'll be used by everyone as an example to everything. It's not easy that you'll just wake up one day and take a call and tell someone you do this and that. It can only be easy if you build relationships. Now that's where everything comes in. For your business to succeed, relationship. Even the Bible says, and Raf will agree with me, that God bless every man, that blessings are coming from heaven to men through men. So if you want to live this life of I, Matthew, and everything about myself, when everything is doing well, okay. But when you will need people, that's when you realize that world is all about the society, the environment that you're living in, the social capital that you're building. How many people can you call today and tell them, I need 10,000 and they can come through for you? So it depends with how you are built your but if you don't have them and you are that kind of a man, and the way I told you I was once there.
How did you go about it?
It was so tough, but now this is where I am telling you about the social capital. The one of the things that helped me so much is that I started to build my social capital long way back when I was still the secretary.
So you turned to someone else?
Yes, when I was the Secretary General at the university. Yes. So I had some people. So I was open and tell someone this is where I am and this is my state of life. You know, you need to have some people. Outside people will see everything is going well. But you yourself and those people in your circle, you understand what exactly.
What did it take out of you to actually humble yourself enough to go and ask someone for help, even if it's your spouse or a friend or whatever? That I failed to provide even for myself or for someone else, maybe for my family. I need your help.
I need your help.
How did it feel?
Number one, you will feel it. You will have that sense of self-diminishment. The elasticity of diminishing yourself to that level, number one. Then number two, you just need to agree that you need help.
Does it make you feel useless?
Of course, you'll have to feel useless so that you can be useful.
And that's what we're talking about now. It's not easy.
It's not easy
for a man to actually even turn to his spouse and say. There are men who are known even to hide the fact that they've lost jobs from their families.
You shower in the morning
and you put on a suit. So, and that is the main situation in most people. How does this man cope with that? That I do not know how to tell, unless you talked about embarrassment. So it has to be shameful that I'm not able to provide. I have to be embarrassed to approach someone else, even if it's another man. How do you cope with that?
I think first it goes to self-identity. What defines you? What defines you as a man? Because you started very well by talking about the pressure is not even sometimes coming from without. You know, you have to be in touch with yourself. Be in touch with yourself and then know I am not defined as a man by what I am able to do or what I am not able to do. True. And then accept yourself based on wherever you are. You know, my current situation is not my permanent situation. And I would rather be alive ashamed than dead courageous. And I think my brother has said something very powerful about building social capital. Also just that spiritual space where there's a space you can be naked and unashamed. So there has to be some, and those spaces are created. They don't just happen naturally. You have to create the relationships, that social capital, that, and then you also have to come through for others when you are good, and when we uko sawa na wengine hawako sawa.
True.
How do you respond and react to other people's needs and situations? So it's a lifelong thing, and something you just have to keep reminding yourself that you know, life is like riding a bicycle. One moment one pedal is up, then in a split of a second it is down, and the one that was down is up, like that. So when others are down, you're able to come through for them without judging them. And so that when it will be your turn and things are going to be tough on you, that there's a space you can enter, be naked and not ashamed.
Yes.
Yeah.
It reminds me of a clip I saw the other day online, and this was the governor of Nyeri, Mutahi Kahiga. He was addressing a crowd, and he was talking about him as a man and saying that even when he knows he has nothing in his pocket, and he goes to his house, he says, "Nyinyi wote leteni shida zenu hapa, kila mtu alete shida yake hapa." Kila mtu alete hapa, alafu anachukua anaenda kwa bedroom kulilia huko. That's the man we're talking about. And that forms the majority of people. Many people are not able to turn to others because of even the fear that you might turn even to a man, and he takes advantage because, oh, kumbe hauna bure kabisa, I will take over from you. But many people suffer in silence, that they know they need to provide. Is this a natural instinct to remain silent and keep it to yourself, probably go into debt, just to ensure that the expectation is met? No one else will talk about it. I'm the only one. At the end of the day, it's handled.
Yeah. It's the pressure of looking like.
Do you believe, Matthew, that that is a real thing? That I'll do what I can, including borrow loans, just to make sure, and I won't tell anyone, just to make sure the expectation is met.
That's to make sure that everyone can see things work.
Yes.
You know, they say, I'll rather die while standing than live while kneeling. So I agree with you. It is very, very much possible. You just decide that I'm handling this and I'm handling. Though I can say it is sometimes, it has advantage and disadvantage. It is a good mentality for the person who will fight that battle till the end. But now it will be a disadvantage when you come from the place of war without a trophy. Why didn't you say earlier?
Yes.
You know, that's now used against you. But if you are able to fight your own battle till the end and get back with the trophy, and when they ask you, you have been to the place of war, what have you come with? And you are showing them the trophy. I was able to come from the mortgage, from paying all my debts, from my suffering, from the heartbreaks, from rebuilding to a man I am today. That can be one of the amazing and symmetric scenes in a man's life.
Isn't that the man that everyone wants? The man that carries all these burdens, the pain and brokenness and all these things silently, goes through war, as he calls it, comes back and lays a trophy there and says, I've done it. Don't ask me how.
Maybe can I just answer before so that he can wrap it up? That man, everyone wants that man, but that man can be also very, very much dangerous because he was fighting alone. So this man might live the entire life in loneliness. And this is why you get people even entrusting pets, entrusting other things, even beyond just a normal human being, because they have lived in pain, like they cannot trust people anymore, and that's one of the very, very much disadvantageous life. So this man can be, everyone wants this man, but not everyone is able to handle this kind of a man. So
it changes this man. The man who remains silent in his crisis and low moments does not involve the family, the wife. They just know everything is okay. School fees has been paid. Bills have been paid. There's food in the house. Yet he knows what he's going through.
Yeah.
And he could be in trouble that if at all you got into there, he would not even imagine. Yet that is a kind of man that is celebrated, don't you think?
At the end of the day, every human being can use a bit of help. And we have to accept that. We have to accept that reality. I don't see any heroism there. That you are dying alone and whatever. I think it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to ask for help, and it does not take away from being a man.
But there's shame and embarrassment. We've just talked about that.
So you have to overcome it. I mean, you know, this shame thing is something that comes from within you. Even sometimes what you think people are thinking about you, what you think people will say about you, is not what they will say. I've been there, and especially with the church situation, and not very long time ago, last year. Last year we had this building we were paying hundreds of thousands, and then we ran into arrears, and then auctions. We were auctioned. We lost everything. We started from scratch.
So the embarrassment will still come either way.
I mean, it will come either way.
If you are going to avoid it.
Yeah. And I got to a place. I thought I had it. I had it under control. And when we were getting into arrears, I was fighting it alone, silently, thinking we will navigate through this thing. I will lead this out of here. And then eventually the auctioneers came and I was auctioned, and we are back to zero. I mean, whatever I was avoiding,
happened.
It still came. It's not automatic that when you go to battle, you will come out victorious. Men die in the battle. But I tend to feel it's okay to ask for help. It does not take away from you being a man. In fact, it takes courage to ask for help. Yeah, it is. Now that asking for help, now that's the real courage. The dying alone in the corner, the hiding behind drugs and substance abuse, the attempted suicides, trying to escape these realities. For me, that's not courage. That is not the courage. The courage is to be able to get to a place where you say, you know what, Fred, this is where I am, and this is what is happening. And sometimes, even if you won't give me, you may not be in a position to give me the money or the resources that I need. You can speak a word, that can shoot me forward for the next 1 week, or shoot some strength in my veins to keep pushing. So there's no shame in asking for help. There's no shame in asking for help. Yeah.
But maybe Fred, I can say, I know Raf is there between millennial and Gen Z, but me, I'm still
many Gen Z, many millennial. Damn.
But you understand the things that young people are going through.
Yeah.
So I'll say this. Currently, what it feels is that I'll agree with you, but the only point maybe I want to maybe inquire more is that to what extent now are we choosing our battles? Because he's talked about always when you are going to war, you will have war. And then when you are going to war, it is not, of course, guaranteed to that you will win or lose.
Make it.
So me, I can say mostly choose your battles wisely. And for the young people, when it comes to financial battles, just fight alone. When it comes to financial battles, fight alone. Because no one will help you 2-3 times before they get tired. And I always say, sometimes if you're in a position to be a help to someone, because yes, of course, you cannot give what you don't have. Yeah, you need to have that capacity. But don't criticize the pain you have never endured as a man or as a human being. Because unless you are in that position and you saw how things were, you will get to understand sometimes what these young people are going through. Maybe when it comes to things like addiction, when it comes to things like just matters, relationship, marriage, and all those provision stages, you can be open and talk to each and everyone. But when it comes to financial building, you know that is a personal battle, because it takes discipline, it takes consistency, it takes mindset and perception on how you take things. So there's some words, even if I come to Pastor Raf today, he gives me 10,000. Tomorrow he'll get tired.
Yeah,
you know, because this 10,000, I should use my mind. I should have the discipline to make sure that the abundance and sustenance of whatever I already have, I can multiply it more and more. So I always advise my younger brothers, when it comes to choose your battles wisely, but when it comes to financial battles and building your own empire, take the initiative and drive it.
Let's for a moment now talk about the third person you described. This person is able to provide. He has the money and he's able to. And he's seeing he's doing something good, but there is no appreciation. The people you're providing to, probably even your wife and children, do not look or seem appreciative. Does that destroy a man? Is appreciation a requirement for a man to provide?
We are living in a day and age of very entitled people.
And we've talked about entitlement a lot today, even in politics.
Entitlement, where people feel like everything that you are doing is their right. And it takes a very different kind of a mindset and mentality for you to acknowledge the efforts of another person. But you see, that one comes from the other person. So,
but could it affect how you think about provision? That people are not appreciating what I do.
Yeah.
Then I should stop? Or I will still soldier on and still provide because I'm the man?
I live in that world. That's my seat. My permanent seat as a pastor. You know, where you are always going far out of your way and nobody seems to see or acknowledge or appreciate your effort and your contribution and what you are doing. Now, if you are doing it for the appreciation and for the acknowledgement, then you're going to get tired and you're going to quit. But if you are doing it for a greater cause and for a greater purpose, then it does not matter as much whether they recognize, appreciate, or they don't. But I know so many people that say, you know what, you don't appreciate something until you don't have it. So they hold it back and they withdraw the provision.
Yes.
But there are so many people that are living in that space. Yeah, where you are doing...
Is it right for a man to withdraw his role as a provider because people don't appreciate?
No, I just feel...
Let's say it's in the family situation.
Yeah.
It's your family, it's your wife and children.
Yeah.
They don't seem to appreciate.
No, I just feel you just take up the responsibility. They say if you live by the applause of men, you will die by the criticism or lack of it from men. I just feel like you should just do what you need to do. A man got to do what a man got to do. These are your children, and I mean, this is your family. Just keep doing what you need to do. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So being advised on now the other side, the family. How do you appreciate this person and ensure that you do not pressure the man too much, even from a family perspective? And I'm talking about children and the spouse probably. That even at your age, sometimes probably if your dad is still there, you might still be expecting, fanya mambo. Is there a role that the family can play to ensure that this person does not feel so much pressure?
Absolutely. You know, they always say that you need to be grateful in each and everything that you get. Don't take for granted the help and the provision that is coming, even if it is the responsibility of that person, even if it's the parents. They have sacrificed, taken you to school, taken you to college, and each and all of that journey. And the only thing you can say is that it was your duty. No.
Do people say thank you to their parents for paying school fees?
So
do they?
Many don't. But me, I can say I do. Even till today, I make sure I do. Because you need to understand that it was not a must. Even there are many people. Other parents decided not to. Yeah. So, number one, these are the ways maybe I can say the family should make sure that they contribute to the life of this person that is taking care of them. Number one is saying thank you in terms of, how can I say, applause. That is telling them thank you. Let them know that you are really appreciating them. That's number one. Number two, create environment to suit them and put them at peace. Sometimes that alone is enough. No chaos each and every time, each and every minute. Number three, now is the parameters to help them continue doing what? Continue getting the momentum or being agitated to do what? To continue with their journey of provision and all those things. Then for those ones who God has allowed them already to make it in life, and your parents are still alive, or those people that have helped you are still alive, thank you never ends. Yeah, a small act of kindness can change someone and can give them the mindset of even helping other people more and more and more and more. Yeah.
Final word on this: even men who are providers need sustenance in some way. A show of gratitude can go a long way.
Yes.
Even for those who have a lot of money.
True.
Do you think that we have a lot of that, or as you said, entitlement has taken over everything?
Yeah, we live in a world of where people feel entitled, and we rarely recognize what we have until we don't have it anymore. And I think my brother has spoken very well like a pastor. I guess he's spoken.
Probably he's on his way there.
Yeah.
I'll visit.
You know,
He just needs some mentorship.
Yeah, you know, intentionally let them feel seen. Intentionally acknowledge the least of the efforts. The least of the efforts. Remember, there are people with more, but they are doing far much less. So, as my brother has said without repeating, you know, intentionally let them know. You see, thanksgiving or gratitude cannot be left to be imagined or assumed. You verbalize it, you say it, speak it. Let them know that I acknowledge what you did and I am grateful. Communicate it, say it, and of course, just create there's an environment that is conducive for their, I mean, you spoke very well. Create the right environment for them to keep doing what they are doing. And of course, get those gestures, you know, do some special things to let them know that we see you, we acknowledge your effort, your commitment to help this family move forward.
I have a minute and a half, so 45 seconds. Talk to the man who's a silent provider. He's feeling all this pressure and keeps quiet. What would you tell him in 45 seconds?
I'll tell them that life is not all about what people think or what people say to you. Life is all about what is within you and what you can be able to provide. So I leave them with one thing that my mom and my elder sister always told me each and every time, that there's dynamics of help. There's a help that it will need you to be there physically. No need for you for your money or anything. That's now the emotional presence. And there's a help that even if I'm in Kenya and you're in Dubai and I have an emergency, your financial assistance can help something, and you don't need to be there present.
Okay.
So understand the dynamics of help and be ready to take it as a man and choose your battles very, very wisely.
All right. Finally, Pastor Rafian, wrap it up for us.
What I can tell the men outside there, there's a great man that has always spoken to me, and he's told me, live well within your means. Live well within your means. Manage your own internal pressure, because if there's no pressure within, the pressure without can do you no harm. Those who are in families, if you can support the man, please go ahead and do it. Let's work as a team, not as competitors. And I think we are going to be able to survive.
Thank you so much, Pastor Rafian Samuel, NPN, The Legacy Church, and Matthew K. Samuel. Oh, I didn't realize. Afrocentrist and diplomatic liaison officer. Our panelists today, as we took a look at the silent pressure of being a provider. I'm sure as a man you felt this. And I'm sure because I realize that quite a number of our audience are female. Please help that man. Usimwacha bebe mzigo yote peke yake. Hata asipoitisha usaidizi. But the man should ask for help. That has been man-to-man talk. So this is where TV47 Breakfast docks for this Thursday. Thank you so much for keeping us company from 6 a.m. when we started the show up until now. And we're still continuing. So on behalf of the entire team behind this broadcast, including my co-host, Arno Dida, my name is Freddie Ndimuri. Good morning. But after this break, we'll be having a repeat of what we had earlier on State of the Nation.